Hi guys, FM Campbell here, and welcome to what is technically episode, I think, 12. I could be wrong. So basically, what's happened, and why there's been a delay in this episode coming up. I actually got myself a little bit mixed up, and I thought that the live play, which was the last episode, I somehow told myself that I'd told you about how the rest of the season had got on. In that episode, so I've actually been playing the game on, so expect the next episode as well to be uploaded in pretty quick concession, maybe a couple of days, just to sort of get this one out the nest a little bit and let people see this one before I go and get any spoilers in or anything like that. But yeah, so let's go through how we got on. If you have seen the last episode, obviously there is a spoiler in this one with the live plays. If you haven't, I'll put a link in the description to the live episode, but it will be explained what happened in this one. But if you want to check it out live, you can. It's probably one of the better episodes of the series, I have to say. So I left you off after the Reading game, where we won 2-0. So we'll just go off through the fixtures, then we'll have a look at who we've got in through the summer, what else has happened, and yeah, just a little bit more detail about what's going on. So we started off with Sunderland, where we played away, won 3-0. It was Evans, Royce and Lucas Moura scoring. Then we lost against Huddersfield, which was a real strange one. Lost 2-1, Januzaj scoring and Phil Jones scoring an own goal for them. Then we beat Southampton 4-0 at Old Trafford. Phil Jones, Wayne Rooney getting 2 and Quintero. Then we absolutely smashed Everton 8-1 with a second string team, as you can see. Doria, Januzaj getting 2, Van Ginkel getting 2, Welbeck getting 2, and Lucas Moura getting 1. Then we had the Champions League, the knockout first leg. We played Porto, beat them 3-1 away, so 3 away goals. There was an own goal and 2 Wayne Rooney goals scored to notch us up in the away leg, so that was very good for the home leg. Then we returned to Premier League action where we beat QPR 1-0, Augustin Allione scoring. Then we drew 0-0 with Chelsea. Then we beat Swansea in the Capital One Cup final. We won 3-1. Quintero, Rooney and Welbeck scoring. So, trophy again, another one. Then we drew 1-1 with Stoke. And it was Welbeck scoring for us. Then we lost to Swansea after beating them in the FA Cup final. And they reversed the result, 3-1 to them this time. Van Ginkel getting the consolation goal. We then continued our Champions League streak where we beat Porto 1-0, so we finished 4-1 on aggregate. It was an own goal again. Like I said, I've moaned so many times about own goals in this game, but there's so many of them. We then played Fulham where we won 3-0 at home. Van Ginkel scoring twice and Danny Welbeck. Welbeck turned out to be a bit of a legend for the club now, I think. We then drew 0-0 with Swansea, so we played Swansea in quick succession quite a few times. 1-1, draw 1 and lost 1. Then we beat City at home 3-1. Really good result to see. Again an own goal. Marco Reus and Ward-Prowse. Then we played against Newcastle away and Florenzi scored to make it 1-0. Then we played Monaco in the quarter-final of the Champions League. Won 2-0 in the first leg at home. Phil Jones and Danny Welbeck, so they didn't get any own goals on us, which was good. Then we battered Arsenal 4-1, where Balanta, Quintero, Rooney and Van Ginkel scored. Then the reverse fixture against Monaco, where we played away, we drew 2-2. Rooney and Lucas Romero scoring, so it finished 4-2 in aggregate. Then we drew 0-0 with Everton in the Premier League, and then we beat Newcastle 1-0 in the Premier League, where it was Doria scoring, and Danny Welbeck missed the penalty. Then we had a massive game against Real Madrid away, where we beat them 2-1, so 2 away goals with Van Ginkel scoring and Wayne Rooney. Then Southampton, we played them in the Premier League, won 4-1. It was Welbeck getting 2, Quintero and Volland on the score sheet for us. We then had the reverse fixture in the semi-final of the Champions League, where we drew 0-0. Excuse me. So it finished 2-1 on aggregate. We managed to hold them back and progress to the final. Then we played Cardiff, where we won 1-0. And it was Kevin Volland scoring. And then we beat Liverpool 4-0 at home. which was a great result. Wayne Rooney getting 2, Van Ginkel and Phil Jones. We then played Norwich in the Premier League. We lost 1-0. Now, with these, well, I'll explain the Champions League final as well. We beat Barcelona 4-1 in the Champions League. I'm not going to go into too much detail about how the games went. If you want to check them out live, they are in the description below. It is a double episode where we played 2 games. And the Premier League basically went down to the last day. And it was between myself and City. There were 2 points in it, I believe. And yeah, it's quite an eventful game. We lost 1-0 to Norwich away. But yeah, I would check that out. Also, the result does not reflect the game in the Champions League final. Probably, it's very. I'd liken it to the Champions League in real life this year between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I would go check that out because that is a quite an eventful episode. So moving on. Spoiler alert for if you want to, basically this is this season, which I'll get into. If you don't want to see how the live episode ended up, I would pause the video now and skip forward a little bit, or I would just mute it and sort of put your hand over the screen if you want. I'll show you the league from last season, so look away now if you do not want to see this. So I'm not going to explain it in case people are looking away, but you can see what happened. But yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail with that, so you get the idea. For those that were looking away, you can look back now. Moving forward into this season, so we'll go to the Premier League. Well, we'll go through the fixtures in the Premier League, sorry. So if we see here, since in the Prem, well, the friendlies I don't do, I let my assistant manager take them. We beat Man City, we lost 1-0 to Man City in the Community Shield, which is unfortunate, we lost 1-0. But then we started the Premier League campaign where we won 2-1 against Aston Villa, Danny Welbeck and Goretzka scoring, and then we won 2-1 against Newcastle, Wayne Rooney getting 2, and then we just beat Liverpool in the Euro Super Cup, Lucas Moura scoring the 1-0 for us. There's a bit of a spoiler there as well with Van Ginkel, so there's one of the signings that you know about. So this season, as you can see, there's been a lot going on. Excuse me. Some of the transfers you'll notice from January, but we'll go with the outgoings first. So if we look to 2016, we are, aren't we? Yeah. Right. So Jan Vertonghen. He was just poor. I was really expecting a lot more from him. 29, he was moaning about his contract and all sorts. So I was. Oh, sorry, no, I did get rid of him in January. Sorry, oh no, 1st of the 7th. That's right. That's correct. About Jan Vertonghen, he was just rubbish. I don't know what was wrong with him. He just wouldn't perform. I know it was only one season, but he was moaning about not being in the team, and I just thought, you know what? Let's just let him go. We made no profit and no loss on him, but it's just because, technically his value was, I think 16 million or something like that when I signed him. But when I let him go, his value was about 8 million, 9 million. So I managed to double his value, I suppose, in a way. Free transfers, Raphael Wolf, who was the goalkeeper that we got in on a free transfer. He's gone on a free again. Guillermo Varela, driving me nuts. Finally got him out of the club. Nick Powell's gone to Tottenham on loan. Michael Keane went to Newcastle for 5 million. Humam Tariq has gone out on loan to Ajax. Augustin Allione decided to let him go on loan to Hanover. Sadie Janko went to Middlesbrough for 475k. Wilfried Zaha, Dimitri Mitchell, James Wilson, George Thorne also all went out on loan. Wijnaldum managed to sell for £9 million after signing him on a free. So I was buzzing with that to Hertha. Tinjed has gone out on loan as well. Hopefully going to look to make some money on him in the future unless he improves dramatically. Gabriel Barbosa, what a player he's turned out to be, by the way. Future first team player, I would say, for ourselves. He's gone to Schalke on loan for a 100k fee a month. Horacio Escott, one of our regens, has also gone out on loan. Looks like a good player. Michi Batshuayi, he's gone to Gladbach on loan. Vieto's out on loan to Stuttgart. Tonthorpe, Angelo Henriquez, Casasola, Salif all went out on loan. Salifu we managed to sell for 5 million. Quite happy with selling him actually. I thought it'd be a lot better than he was, but he just was taking a while to increase. We signed him on a free, loaned him out for 2 seasons, so we paid pretty much none of his wages, and then sold him for 5 million. So I made a little profit on him. Pugliese has gone back out on loan again, and so's John Neal, one of our regens. Andreas Pereira managed to sell him for 1.7 million. Granted, his value's gone up now, but yeah, he's just surplus to requirements really. Aaron Ezeka, he signed on a free and he's also going out on loan. Tommaso Aragoni is out on loan. These are all to our feeder club, by the way. Wolves is a feeder club. Richard Booker, I believe, is a regen. He's also out on loan. Vidra went out on loan too. Obiang managed to sell him for 10.75 million after signing him for 7.5. So a small profit, but he just wasn't increasing or anything like that. And it was quite hard to get him into a team, loaned to a team that would play him as a key player. So, but we did it in the end. Adam Barrio, another regen. James Hill, again another regen. Zivkovic, he's gone out on loan again. A very, very good player he's turned out to be. Johnny Hughes was also a regen, out on loan to Birmingham. Jesse Lingard sold for 4 million to Newcastle. Again, I just need him. Moan about wages and about first team football. Daniel Holland's also a regen, he's gone out on loan. Johnny Evans sold for 6 million. He requested a transfer, simple as that. But no one would take him, and he's driving me nuts. He was moaning about first team football. In real life, I'm a big fan of his, but he was just moaning. I thought, get rid of him, especially as some of the signings that we got in. Corrington Jean came in on a free, and he also went out on loan. So we'll go into this on our buys. So Kurt Zouma has come in, 21 million. He's already better than Johnny Evans, and he is going to be a player. I think he's rated to be potentially my best player at the moment, so I'm very pleased with that. Lucas Ocampos, 9 million, absolute steal. That's the only reason I got him. I think I'll just try to make money on him, to be honest, especially as I've got Royce and Januzaj on the left already. But an absolute steal for 9 million from Monaco. Eric Lamela, I splashed out on him. 44 million, I think I spent. Yeah, 44 million. But he's been unbelievable last season for them, and I think he will come up to be one of our better players as well. So between him and Lucas Moura on the right, and then Januzaj and Royce on the left. So not a bad problem to have, but he's just unbelievable, and we had the money to spend. Kondogbia come in for 10.5 million. Again, another steal. I'll probably look to get him out on loan, if not to play him as like a backup, and then maybe try and break him into the first team, because he looks like he could be a very, very good box-to-box midfielder. Stephen Colcar, I basically wanted, because Johnny Evans went out, I wanted an English centre-back as a backup. He came in for 10.75 million, so relatively cheap. He looks like a good player as for an Englishman, especially for a backup as well. The thing I like about him is his heading is 17, his jumping 16, he's only 24, so he should be scoring goals hopefully in the future. Corrington Jean, as I said, coming on a free. Tommaso Aragoni, he was just a sneaky one. I spotted him and he looks okay. I mean, he's 22, Italian, but I reckon if I could loan him out, a little bit of training, he could turn into a little bit of not a bad player. So he's a little bit unknown, but he's not too bad. I think I could make a little bit of money on him. Aaron Leia Iseko, you know about, he come on a free. Alex Grimaldo's come on a free as well. Another good left back, so we now got 3 very, very good left backs. Facundo Cardozo, centre back, also joined on a free. Value's already 6.25 million. Grimaldo's 2.3 million already. Pierre-Emile Hojberg, he's potentially one of the best centre midfielders on the game. But I'll probably loan him out for a season or 2 and then see if we can break him in. He signed on a free as well. Horacio Escott, one of the regens, signed for 3.4 million. Stuart Gaal, 62k compensation. Bad scout, I think this was. And yeah, a little bit disappointed with that one, so I'll probably just try to make some money on him, I think. Harry Flynn, again, he's another one. 375 compensation. So you can see where you make mistakes if you listen to your scouts 24/7. As soon as you come in, assistant says, nah, he's not very good, mate. But I think that we'll still be able to get something out of them. Because what you got to remember in this is a star and a half is in comparison to Kagawa, Quintero, Januzaj, and other players that play in that position. So, yeah, you get the idea. Stefan Geisin, he's one of my better signings. 4.5 star potential, central attacking midfielder, and that's in this comparison to the same players, so he could be a very, very good buy. Darryl Raven, 3.5 star right winger, a lot of potential about him there. Simon Fern, he's not too bad as well, just needs a little bit of work. Obviously he's only 16, so they're not going to look that great at the moment. James Hill, 2.1 million, but he, like I said, he went out on loan straight away. I think he's 4 star potential. So that's the ins and outs. What else has happened? Something that I was just thinking about a second ago. Let's have a look. Our affiliated clubs are Birmingham and Wolves, so they're both in Birmingham. Basically, I wanted one because one was League one was the Championship. If you notice, I've cancelled all the others because I just didn't need them, and players weren't going to them. So when I was trying to loan them out to teams, that if a team doesn't want to loan a player, I will just send them out to one of my affiliated clubs. Ideally, I want them to be playing first team football as a key player, and for that club to be paying all the wages. So I only really need these two. Other than that, I mean, everyone else, I don't need to increase my persona in another country, because I think our reputation is the best, is the highest in the world. I think we're number one in the world reputation wise, so I don't really need that. It could help with scouting, I suppose, and first choice on some teams. With this, good teams to go for are the ones with the good youth systems, because they get in the good youth players and the good regens, and then you get first option on them to buy them if they're ever offered, or you can. It's basically easier to negotiate with clubs that are affiliates. But yeah, that's the reason I've only got 2. What else has happened? Tactics are all the same. Still doing the 4-2-3-1 with the wider players. We still have the central one there, but I tend not to use it. And obviously the 4-1-2-2-1, which is the slightly defensive formation. Excuse me. The Prem so far this season, we are 3 games in. I've played 2. Won both the games. Well, goal difference of +2. So a lot going on. Well, a lot still to go on. Sorry. What else has happened? Money-wise, we've been given a lot. Bearing in mind I spent 44 of it already. But we have made a lot of money. Our ingoings and outgoings. Let's just have a look. Transfer history. So we've sold 61.99 and spent 102. So add that to the 47, and we can swing it right up to 50. But yeah, so you get the idea. So still a bit of money to spend. So any advice on who you think I should go and get, put it in the comment section below. Feel free to get involved. What else has happened? Training wise, nothing's changed. Tactics, nothing's changed. Our facilities have downgraded slightly. They've just been outdated. So I'll probably in the future look to speak to the board about increasing the youth facilities and the training facilities. I'd also like to increase the stadium capacity and get an extension put on Old Trafford to try and basically get more revenue from ticket sales and things like that, because we are selling it out every week. Staff wise, nothing's changed. We've got no new staff. Obviously this is only the season review of last season, so trophy wise, what did we win? So we won did we win the Community Shield? I think we did. Did we win it on penalties? No, we lost it on penalties. Yeah, we lost it on penalties. We then won the Super Cup against City. Wait, is that right? Yeah, we won the Super Cup against City last season. What else happened? We won, I believe, where is it? We won the Capital One Cup. Sorry, I'm searching through this. And we won the Champions League, and I won't tell you about the Premier League, whether we won it or not, because I don't want to spoil it. But a very, very successful season, I have to say. This season, obviously, we've already won the Super Cup, and we lost the Community Shield again, so that's 2 seasons running, which is a bit of a pain. So if we win the Cup, then we'll go for that next season. What else is going on? I think that's pretty much it. Finances wise, we've had a lot of sponsors come in, and our debt is pretty much paid off. We've got a year left? Not even that. Second of the first. So as soon as we get into next season, our debt is completely paid off. Until the first. Is that second of? I'm guessing that's 2nd of January. So as soon as 2nd of January hits, either 2nd of January or 1st of February, we've paid off all our debt, which is excellent news. So I'd imagine there'll be loads more money put in then. Projected balance is very, very good, and that will continue to increase. But yeah, a lot of sponsorship deals being added all the time. Financial fair play, we're meeting it with, 327 million. So we're well ahead of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So obviously, like I said, there'll be a new episode up in the next couple of days. If you've enjoyed this one, please remember to leave a like. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. Any sort of recommendations or opinions or advice you'd like to give, feel free to put it in the comment section below. I say it every video, but I really, really want to get involved with you guys as much as possible throughout all these different series that we're doing. I strive to answer every single comment, and I think I have so far. The whole time, every single one has been recognised and replied to, so I'll continue to do that. But yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for subscribing if you have already. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. And I hope you continue to enjoy my videos. And the more you continue to enjoy them, the more feedback I get, the more I'll do them. I'm just doing this as a hobby, not for any other reason. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.